Class is officially back in session. Welcome back to episode 2 of our Fulhamerica project. I'm the gaming math teacher. Episode 1 was the lecture. We drew the blueprint, analyzed the roster, and mapped out our geometry for our custom 325 Vertex. But today we take it out of the classroom and drop it straight into live action in the laboratory. We have 5 preseason friendlies on the schedule, and we are live commentating the field test to see if this data-driven tactic actually holds up against real opposition. A couple things before we get started though into those friendlies is we have a couple offers to send out. First one, again, one thing that did change, again, update from the first video. I made the database wrong, went back in, did a fresh start database, completely changed our current budget. Now we have plenty of money, 71 million. We can actually go big fish spending. Go back here. And we also have about 12 million in payroll. This is without any adjustments. We can kind of see I could even add more to the transfer budget, slide more to the payroll. So we're in a good spot with this. And one player I'm extremely interested in is an American, would be Malik Tillman. Sitting at PSV right now, again in Central Europe and the Netherlands. They're a good club. After talking to his agent, I can kind of see, I believe we talked, between 52 and 65 million. I was thinking if we're going to kind of jump in here, I'm going to start with, again, a low ball offer of about 35 million of just upfront fee. We are going to add some installments. We're going to do it 12 monthly over 3 years. And we're going to make this a 20 million installment. Set over 3 years, about a little over 6.5 million annually. So that puts a total package at 55 million, kind of right in that lower end of it. And I'll also add a percentage of profit. I don't plan on selling him, so I'll go about 20%. We'll suggest these terms in the first offer. They're up to 41, 37, and 30%. I don't hate this. Puts it up to 78, which is again above that budget. Let's see if we can kind of bump this down to about 30. I'll go 40 million installments. And I'll keep that 30% sale. We'll see if they'll accept this. And they did. Again, this is going to come out of our 30 million transfer budget, our 71. So we still have about 40 million to spend on people. And I have a couple other players in mind. So I'll make this offer. It's going to play Malik Tillman coming in, being either our advanced playmaker, channel midfielder. I haven't decided which one yet. Kind of see where he fits, what we need. But will be a day one starter for us up the middle. Other players we're looking at, we have 2 younger guys now. Again, like to go with these. Christian Pulisic would be so fun to get in. I love Christian Pulisic. But with that cost and wage, it's just a little out of our price range right now. We'll see if kind of working on that national team with him can kind of build some friendship, build some trust there, see if he wants to come a little cheaper. Other than that, looking at Johnny Cardoso. Unfortunately, Cardoso was not interested in coming to a lower table team in the Premier League. Wouldn't be a middle or high upper table. So I kind of knocked off most of the big fish. Tyler Adams, again, same type of thing. A great player, but for his budget was just out of our range. So then we went to the younger guys, and it comes down to Paxton Aronson, who's 21 years old, kind of that 30 to 40 million dollar budget, or Santiago Castaneda, another American. Great kind of mental attributes, has some defensive skills with work rate and tackling. Kind of, as we fit in, would be our defensive midfielder here, out of position. Kind of hard to see, but does drop in that defensive midfielder pretty well. Great aggression, great determination. Again, super cheap. I think this first one we're going to go after is we're going to talk to the agent first about Santiago. We're keen on signing him. They'd run between 3.5 and 7.2. That's an easy for me. Expects to play and climb over the course of the season. I would like that with cheap salary. Let's see. I don't like the short contract, but we'll kind of look at a longer deal. So now that we know that, let's see if we can kind of bring him in here, make that offer. I'm okay with just doing a straight up 3.5, 7.2. Let's go straight up 4 million for him. Suggest that, and they're going to accept that right away. So that's kind of setting up that midfielder, defensive midfielder. Paxton Aaronson's one I'm not sure of. He fits all these front spots. Has a lot of great stats for being younger. Good with both feet. Just a little on the pricey side. Let's see what the agent says. They want 34 to 41. Would want a long contract, which is good. Again, no quibbles. So they want between 34 and 41. So we'll see. That's an option at that. I do really like how Aronson fits. Other names, we might want to bring in a keeper. Julian Eyestone's such an interesting 19 years old, 6'7", super cheap. Could bring him in. He's in Brentford's under 21s right now. Get him developing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. I'll join you back when I kind of decide if I want to go with Eyestone, Aronson, or if I find another American team I want to bring in. So I'll be right back, and we'll see you soon. And we're back, and I think I've kind of decided we're going to go with Aronson to kind of round out the rest of the central midfielder. Again, great crossing, dribbling, and just a very balanced. Again, 5'9" is a little short, but plays all those front positions. Going to figure out kind of where his best spot is going forward. Probably on the left side with a strong right foot. I like guys that work it in. But if we offer this contract, again, we'll do an upfront fee. Again, I like start low, so we'll start with 22 million, we'll say. And then again, we'll do some more deferred money because I like doing deferred money. Again, we'll start off those 3 years again. And we'll go, we'll say 13.5. And we'll say we'll give them, there will go additional fees. After league appearances, we'll say 30 games. We'll give him 2.5. We'll see how this looks. We'll bump this back down to, we'll say 23. Another 20 here. Let's drop that down to, oh, my bad. After league appearances, 30. We'll bring this back up to 2.5. And I'll also add, after international experience, we'll say 10 caps will be another 1.5 million. So potential value up to 47. And they're going to accept that. So there's our offer for Paxton Aronson. Looks at 25. So if we kind of look at our money, we're getting a little low. Oh, my bad. Go back to short budgets. So we have 71 million here. I could make a little more if I need to. But we'll look at our transfer activity. So we have Aronson coming in, 33.5 mil. Castaneda, 4 mil. And Tillman, 30 million for this year. It's going to go up, but again, that 30 million this year is the important part. So 30, 63.5, 67.5. So I'm looking at, of my 72, about 5 million or so to work with, which does lead me to one more player. I'm going to go here, short lists. This will be a non-American, just because I'm desperate for some defensive help. And Joan Godao is going to be cheaper. We'll make an offer for him. Let's go this down to 3.5. We'll call 3 to start. Oh, do installments. 3.8 million over 3 installments. Suggest this to start. If that's the case, I'll bring this down to about 2.5. I'll bring this up to 10. Try that. And there's an exception. or accepted offer. So there's our three. Joan Godot, not a lot of known here, but just from playing this, I know it doesn't fit the American, sadly, but again, 6'5" defensive play, defensive mid center or center back, excuse me. Super strong, great at heading, has a lot of good stats once they kind of show up. Bunch of interested clubs. Hopefully ours is the best offer. But with that, again, we can kind of see our squad. First team wise, I will go with tactic view. Again, Robinson's hurt. We'll have them just quick pick. Best 11. What our best 11 is going to look like is going to be Anthony Robinson. It's kind of why I wanted this. I'm not a big fan of Jorge Cuenca. Spanish, not heartbroken, so he can go. That's what I'll fit like Joan Godot in. My center mids and some of the attackers are going to be changed. Not a great striking core. I have to find and figure out the striker, which if I look kind of at my squad, mine are 21s. If I look at some potential guys, there's not a lot in the farm right now. Sitting under 18s, not a lot of potential. So another thing I could look to bring in, potentially on a loan, is going to be a striker. We'll kind of keep track of that here on our recruitment. Marquee at Chelsea, 19-year-old, good finisher, good acceleration, looks like decent pace at 6'2". Some other ones over here. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. It looks like these top two guys are going to be our best options, so we're going to just go here, here, and here. We're going to put them on the default and voice scout. We'll see what happens. All right, back to our portal. Complete our introduction. Oh. US squad, decline. I know I've kind of gone through both those for us already. So we'll kind of see what opens up here. Again, switch back to Fulham here. So Tillman offer accepted. That's awesome. So we're going to look. We're going to enter contract negotiations. We kind of see where he wants his salary. So he's going to be an important player. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Bringing in that immediate option would be nice. So finalize promises and negotiate contract. So there's one thing, if possible. I don't like release clause. I'm going to get rid of that if I can. Or if I do that, I'm going to put it up to, let's give it an expiry date. Oh, that can let me get rid of it. At least we'll make it a maximum release clause. If you get relegated, maximum again, they're probably not going to like that. Oh, I don't like these landmarks. Don't like salary raises. Take those. Selling fees fine. Let's see if I can give it down to 8.5. 5 years. We'll suggest this. Get rid of this, this, and this. I'll leave that down for them. How's that? We'll bump this up to that kind of, too far. We'll give him 10 million above what he wants. And that's going to be that finalize. I don't like the release clause, but, and we'll have Robinson endorse that as a teammate. Castaneda. Enter the contract negotiations. It's going to be a squad player for us. We'll start immediately. All right, so we can kind of see salaries there. We talked, I don't remember where we talked to them. So again, yearly salary is gone. I don't like the incentives. I'll give them a little more here. We'll go 1.5, 5 years. Easy enough. They want to loan back. No, I'm actually use him. Joan Guado, squad player immediate. Yep, he actually might be higher than that. We'll see how he fits. All right, couple things. So again, These three are automatically gone. Full-time contract. I'll give him 825 for 5 years. We'll do that. We'll go up to 950. Finalize that. And Robinson talks. All right, so again, Rob Tillman basically just says he'd be happy joining a club no matter. So the only one now waiting on is Paxton or Aronson. So Zeppa's professional contract. Gonna be a attacking midfielder. Probably gonna develop him as a striker. That finishing's not great though. We'll have a contract. We'll offer him. Sure, I'm good with those. 1.9. I don't do salary raises. I'll go 200. Good. Oh, wrong one. Finalized deal. There's homegrowns. Again, our preparation. I'm good with all those. Code of conduct. One of my least favorite parts. I usually just let my assistant coach pick it. National pool reduction. Oh, thank you. Oh. Just waiting on Aronson. There's the dynamics. I don't need all that. Carlos offered loan for Nwoku. We look decent player. Gonna be a decent midfielder. I am going to offer 100. I would not like to play any money here. If they would like to do that, they can. That's all I care about. Suggest. Sure. With that torn ACL again, I really like bringing Diouf in. He's one of those like legendary wonder kid small groups. Senegal, 17 years old, develops insanely well. Would be a free transfer, but again with that injured, we approach to sign him. Would be a youngster. Don't erase it. Don't do that. 300K. Like it would be a 3-year. That works for me. I can make some adjustments if I have to. But that would just be bringing him in. There's a scattering report. We can see. Oh, they're good pace. Good up front. Lacks determination. Low aggression. Bravery. Okay. Ooh, they have a kid out for ruptured Achilles tendon. Yeah, I would really like to sign him, but again, my focus. Oh, 9.42 would be a great signing. Looks like a 4-star. Okay, he's not going to be that good. We'll give him a 2-week trial. Probably going to decline that, but we'll let him scout to see where he's actually going to be. And we'll keep continuing forward here. Doki bid rejected. That sucks. Couldn't bring him in. Oh well. Oh, now my least favorite part of this is going to be all these introductions. I probably should just go through and turn them all off, but set pieces. Sure. I got swingers. We'll do a little balanced, hybrid, whatever. We'll do stat preferences now. One thing I'll usually do with set pieces, if I have it, I haven't really looked at my staff at all. Do we have a good set piece coach? I don't see a lot. Let's see. Coaching, set pieces. Ali Malmo's good. Maybe. I'll put it off to him for now. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. Coaching staff, responsibilities, set pieces. So I have a set piece coach, is they can do set pieces. Introduce myself. And just do a nice, easy, complete introduction. Same thing. Doom, 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 doom. Just clicking through these. Oh, nation, staff, actions, coaching team. Okay. Do I have a set piece coach? I do not. So let's actually do this. Staff database. Set piece coach. Apply. Coaching. Set pieces. So let's do this. Set piece coaching is at least very good. There's two of them. We'll go Bradley. Offer him the set piece job. We'll see what happens. All right, we'll go back to staff. Overview. Back here. Responsibilities. Set pieces. Delegate. Confirm. Cornell's offered the USA role. We'll attend the press conference. There's much pressure on national head coaches to hit the ground running and produce results from the off. Are you confident that you'll be able to get a good start as head coach of the United States? Having hit the ground running. Press and media international level are enormous, and is reflected by huge media interests that surrounds both side and head coach. That's much pressure to handle. Are you up to it? Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't take the job if I didn't. Hectic schedule, dual role. It'll be hard. Again, want me to take this job? Biological record to be a key future success the American national team may have. Do you intend to be the United States Travel against talent? Are you looking forward ways to best bring it out? Absolutely. I select those who deserve to play. I want people to believe they can come to me and everything. Come back over to Fulham side. Nothing there yet. Annoyingly, I saw that. Bradley can decline your role of set piece coach. Annoying. But we'll go back here. Staff, coach, staff database. Try Jason Lowe. We'll just kind of keep offering guys until Lowe declines. Okay, now on it. So that's all the very goods. We'll go here. Coaching database. Edit search. So now here, let's see what else they can be good at. We have outstanding work with youngsters. Cameron Sanders. Offer USJ job as a set piece coach. Go back to Fulham. Nothing there. Back to America. Just Lowe offered the job and declined it, sadly. Now Sanders is offered the role. We'll see what he says. Cameron Sanders, what we're waiting on. And now me in the media as a coach of Fulham. Privilege. I'm happy with the budget. Yes, we're all bought in. It's because they're tied to American. I'm trying to do an American save, but we'll just say they're trying to improve as a club. This is meant to be. Trust and perform. Let's earn it. And we're going to aim high. Work smarter, not harder. Rodrigo Muniz. I don't know him. Oh, so he makes my life easier. Yeah, he's our captain. Oh, he's our striker. He's got good finishing. We'll see. Percept injury is a little shame, but we'll make it work. Friendly relationship, everyone, right now. That's always a good sign. Keep working forward. Sander declines USA role. Awesome. At this point, I'm just going to do this. Nation. Coaching adverts. Oh, we'll go. Oh, shoot. I want to go here. Staff. Place advert. Coaching. Set piece coach. We'll see if anyone actually is interested in it. Tried offering some people I like. They weren't really interested. Can't help notice Aaronson's not here. Could have sworn I've offered him a contract. Let's go. Flip this. Oh, Shrewsbury makes loan approach. Yeah, he's a guy I'm okay with sending a loan. There can pay 100 for all I care. Can play cup matches, sure. Suggest whatever. I thought I offered. Come back to those. Delayed. We're going to talk with him after this. We're going to take our time. We're going to do some friendlies with him and see how he looks. But I could have sworn, did I not? Transfer activity. Yeah, I made an offer to him. What is that about? I was right. Yeah. But yeah. Sessegnon, he's going to get some chances here with Jedi Hurt, so hopefully, we can bring him in. Or bring him back if he steps up. Some Smith Rowe. Chelsea makes an offer for Keith Smith. Emile Smith Rowe. Ali. 24 years old. Gonna be my starting winger. Has great acceleration. That's a lot of money with installments. 77 fee to begin with. I'm going to go, what do we see? Not sure what we want to do here yet. We'll kind of think about it. Let's view the offer. There's not a whole lot of negotiating he wants to go. So that's always a shame. This is a whole thing non-negotiable. He's super interested in going. This changes how I see things. I think it has. That's 77 million in the bank. I can go after some big fish now again. I would have to replace him, but he's not American, so it's, what, again, fits into this. He only has 3 caps for. He isn't our important player. Man, that's a lot of money. 77 million, potentially 57 million up front. 43 fee, some installments, and after league appearances. I had to accept that. That's just too good of an offer to turn down. To me, Tillman's going to fit that spot now. That's just where Tillman slides in. That makes that easy. So we just got a $77 million offer from Saudi Arabia for our highest earner, and he wants out. If we reject this, locker chemistry breaks down. If we accept, our American Revolution is 100% funded. So I'm hoping here with this going out, I can now look at some. Oh, sure. Is he going to play? No time soon. 1 star, 2.5. Now he can go. I'm okay with 890 also. Anyhow, I'm always willing to talk business. So that's changing that transfer budget now. As soon as that goes through, assuming he accepts it, I can start going and look for some other stuff. So agreed to let Smith Rowe go. A couple days here for the work permit. Tony Khan is the general manager. Not great at it, but again, Tony Khan, as a wrestling fan, I have nothing but respect for him. I hope AEW stays in business. I think it's good for AEW and WWE both to be financially beneficial. Gets the workers paid. And we're going to skip this introduction. I'm happy with that. Okay. Waiting on this Aronson contract as well. They're just kind of putting this off right now. Deal of transfer delay. Yeah, he's not going to play this year. He's on a torn ACL, but he's going to be in the club and rehabbing in the under 18s. And our team selection, we'll kind of work on this in a second. Shibi Nwoku. Sure. Doesn't cost me anything outside 10%. Stranga. Sure. Expectations and promises. Premier League. Let's go top half. Booyah. FA Cup. Try to get exactly in a little later. Great response. And I'm not going to make any promises I don't have to. Don't. So this area, why is this still waiting? Come on, Frankfurt. Make a deal. Oh, did I not submit it? Why is this unavailable? Why is that unacceptable now? Oh, his value went up. Go up to 31. Oop. So add 15, we'll say 20 million installments. Yearly, we'll have percentage of profit, we'll save at 30%. We'll make that offer. I could have sworn I had that sent. That was weird. Alright, so we have some of this. Zeppa work permit decision. He got his work permit, so we're going to accept that signing. Castaneda, I don't know where he's necessarily going to fit, but I'd like to have him play a little more. And of course, as soon as that happens, our center back gets hurt. 11 days to 3 weeks. Awesome. So that changes some plans, but again, when we got to be flexible here, we have some friendlies coming up. It's really all he's going to miss. We need to hear back on Aronson, because that's when I think I'm going to counter offer, no matter what they send, with a little more money, see if they're a little more generous with it. Could have sworn I said accept, but I don't know what's going on there. 259.90, sure. Bergamot for Alex Freeman, who's going up in value. He hits that wing back idea. Maybe let's just offer fringe player. Coming in end of usually we'll say squad player. Doesn't matter. Go fringe player. 5 years is good. I don't do these. Go straight 2 million. I don't do these. We'll go 2.5. I don't do these. We'll go 3. A little more loyalty bonus. There we go. I gotta be 80 or above for all these. Suggest these are not negotiable now. Alright, fine enough. We're going to complete the renewal for now. And we're going to appeal this. Even though not, we'll use an exception on him. But just doing this board permit issues. As we get into our first squad, Zeppa does turn professional. And we actually have some good season ticket numbers. They offered that Aronson. They want the loan back, which is not going to happen. Because he's going to be playing for me. We're going to enter contract negotiations. He's going to be a regular starter, which I agree with. Alright, we don't do either salary raises. Don't change the wages. Don't do landmarks. Don't do release clauses. But I'll give him up to 7.5. He wants a release clause of 98 million. That's not. If he wants a release clause, he's getting down to 7 million. Sure. It's a little annoying, but he fits what we need to bring in. I don't like release clauses. Cassidy failed his fitness test, so he won't be in the rotation. But let's look at this first friendly. Alright, so we know Anthony Robinson's out. Quinceda's out, so let's see. Diop will slide into that spot. And we know Sessanon's going to be playing there. Castaneda can slide into a defensive midfield slot, actually. What's he look like on the offensive side of things? About the same. Will be. So we're just going to do Castaneda up here. He will probably get on the pitch at some point. Munoz. Alright, so we just have our 2 injures. And we're going to hop into this friendly. Oh, that's right. Raul Jimenez is not here. Rodrigo Munoz gets in right away, actually. He's not here, so he will be removed. We'll try this again. Ooh, that's right. Kearney is my captain. He's on the bench. He's actually a 3-star advanced playmaker. I want attacking midfielder or channel midfielders. He get good at any of those. You know what, Tom Kearney, you're our captain. I'm gonna have you start. Let's go to the match. All right, and then Smith Rowe's could be last game in Fulham. It gets out to Teat as Fulham does start with the possession there to start the game. So kind of simulating through. Looking at our squad, nothing really huge happening. Smith Rowe playing on the left wing, 6.7. Everyone kind of said it's 6.7. Waiting for any of these highlights. As we jump in here as Fulham's on the attack. Over to Teat. Back to Anderson. Reverses field out to Bassi. Up to Kearney. Back to Bassi. Over to Segason. Big clear to Smith Rowe. Handles it. Dribbles it back out. Sets up to Diop at the top. Just to Teat. Teat with a absolute banger from just inside the box. As Fulham takes a 1-0 lead. Again, as we're watching this, as we jump in right into a corner, as Pereira sends it in. Smith Rowe gets it from the outside, takes that outside the box shot just a little too high, right off the crossbar. Give me a goal kick, and as we kind of have a break here, maybe we'll see what happens here after this goal kick. Goes at Castle up the field, Mortar. Looking to counterattack here. Let's see if Fulham can kill this press. Goes to Unlu. These names, great tackle there in the box. Rewards the corner, but we'll see how the Fulham squad defends the first corner of the year. Low line drive, off a header, in the box, and unfortunately not able to be held on by Lano. As they're able to, hold on. They're calling that one off with the offsides. Lano gets to Bassi. Now Fulham's looking to press, add in this 1-0 lead. Up to Kearney, over to Diop, to Perrier, to Teat on the right wing. Teat dribbles deep, nothing there, kicks it up. Perrier just off the edge. Great center ball, unfortunately couldn't finish it. But as I was saying on the break here is, I do plan to start working on some of these math videos, as I am a legit math teacher. And I'm going to be going through the geometry first, so expect here in the next couple days a couple of these geometry lessons, going up with some long form content as well. So for those going into geometry this year, if you're finding these videos, I will kind of be going through all the lessons, hopefully helping your teacher and helping you understand the concepts before you get into what would be your probably either sophomore or junior year. As I was talking, we had a great attack by Fulham. Unfortunately, nothing goes in as we are kind of doubling them up in XG right now. Fortunately, just can't put it in the back. They're going more attacking, send some low crosses. I like kind of how our momentum's going. Just staying on that attack. Teat being our best player now. Sessengon's been good. Smith Rowe gets a rough tackle right outside the box. Where are they going to reward it? It's going to be a direct free kick. Wilson's going to take it from basically just north of the box. As they set up the wall, if we get cut away, which means nothing happens, until we see a counterattack here as Fulham's again on the defensive. Big cross, header right to Leno. No threat. Let's see if Fulham brings the counterattack here. If we cut away to Bassi, up the sideline. Second on, up to Smith Rowe. Over to Pereira. Up to Wilson. He's got the runner. With a beautiful left-footed shot from the right box. That puts Fulham 2-0 in the lead as we're just about to go into halftime. So look at this halftime report again. Teat and Wilson with 2 amazing goals. Really controlling possession. Shots are closer than I'd like them to be, especially they're 5 for 7 on target. We're 6 of 9. XG is about half a point ahead, which is where I want it. Slightly ahead on corners. You can see their players really kind of sit in the mid-6s. We have a couple, again, Teat being our standout right now from that first goal. Let's go to the locker room here. Important preseason work, whatever. In the 60th minute, we'll start making some subs as Fulham starts on the defensive on the side. Stolen by Smith Rowe early. Fulham looking to kind of get off this 3-0 lead and be able to pull some of these starters early. Over to Bassi. Just gives it away. And they give it right back to Wilson, right back, playing some keep up right now. To Kearney at the top of the box, just loses it. And Les Gaucho's got a step. And drives it across. Great save by Lino for a corner kick. Looking at the 48th minute here, so we'll go about 10 more minutes in game. We'll see what happens. If we can get that, whenever we get the third goal, subs will immediately come on, but having a direct free kick here from the far corner. And no hesitation, just brought down the box as we should have an easy one here for Wilson. Adaby just pushes him down, as it says. Wilson bangs it in, Harry Wilson, for his first goal of the season. With that 54th minute, we're going to start doing some subs here. One of them is going to be Andres will be off. And we're going to bring in the new sub, Castaneda. Also, we're going to bring Smith Rowe off. We'll go with Godo. And we'll go with these two for now. See how they kind of play in the system. Not sure who else I kind of want to get subbed on here. Castaneda's injured. Oh, other guys that get in aren't necessarily seeing anyone jump in right now. We'll let these guys run. Sorry, as I'm taking away from that. Don't really miss anything. As we just continue just to pour it on here, almost over a full point ahead now in XG. This isn't a good look there for the opponents, and I can't pronounce their squad as a. But they just get a goal, and they're going to reward this one. So 3-1, Fulham leads as we bring on some subs. And Fulham right back in the attack. Sessanon on the sideline here. To Godo. Back to Sessanon. Just loses it in the box again. Sessanon playing for that contract has not really been that impressive tonight. Could kind of be one of those where he puts on the transfer list. Another good goal attempt, but just off. As that flag went up. 72nd, 73rd minute. Looking to take another chance as this time Fulham handles that clear out. Up to Wilson. Castaneda up to Teat. Teat dances a little bit. Nothing there. Gets to Wilson. Back to Teat. Teat brought down in the box. Wilson still has it. Back to Teat. To the center. Rodrigo Muniz as he gets his first start for player on holiday. And that is going to be good as we have a 4-1 lead now. Omar Friet Unye takes it up. Clears it deep to a line of Fulham defenders. Back to Kearney. Castaneda. Up to Muniz. To Wilson. Up that right side. Wilson back to Castaneda. Back to Teat. Teat with a banger from the top of the key for his second goal of the night. Yeah, they're going to reward it. Second goal of the night. So Wilson and Teat both with 2. Teat with a 9.5. Kind of locks that in as going to be a guy that almost starts every game. It is just a thriving in the system. Castaneda down low to Wilson. Just gets cleared out. Fulham keep control to Sessanon. Castaneda back to Diop. Diop clears it up. Nothing there. As they look to kind of counter here in the 81st minute, they're pushing back the right side. Fulham sprinting back on defense. Great cross. And banged in by Saglum. Again, playing this up-tempo squad without the elite players like I've done in different saves at Man City is just not the same. As we need Bassi and others to just kind of contribute and play some slow-down defenses. We can score at will. Teat again gets it again to Wilson. Wilson back to Teat. Teat to middle. Muniz gets cleared out. And here we go. Diop goes it. Back to Teat. Back to Godo. Just save. What a save by the keeper. In the 83rd minute now. Ball goes out of play. With that, a big fan. Teat has his game. We're going to sub him off here. Do we have any wingbacks they can bring in? Casnine. He is a little banged up. We'll see how he does. We're going to give him some playing time. Bring up to Bassi, to Diop, to Castaneda, to Wilson, to Teat again. Teat pressuring that goal just nonstop. To Castaneda in front of the goal, just deflected. Can't get his first Fulham goal of the season. Fighting over the corner there. Fulham piling on the pressure. Is it going to be a free kick of the corner there as we get some subs? 89 minutes, 4 minutes of extra time added. Doesn't look like anything's going to add to it. Do get a yellow at the end there. Not sure who picked it up. Looks like a player from them. Yassine Melton had the 2 yellows. But that was a 5-2 absolutely dominant win for Fulham. We're going to address the team here. Exactly what you're looking for a preseason outing. As that was a great friendly start, 5-2 win. Really builds that momentum on. Absolutely hammer. We're going to play Sparta Prague in the final of the Friendly Cup. Again, if we win that, I'm not counting. Could we count as a winning cup? I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide. Looks like Smith Rowe is going to sign, so we're going to have to hopefully get Tillman in pretty soon. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do this. Make that parting comment. Always welcome back. Again, he was great for the club. But that's just a lot of money coming in. If we look at our transfers, Tillman's waiting on that work permit. I wouldn't have any shocker at him not being able to get it. We're going to kind of keep letting that go for a little bit. Ali signed Smith Rowe. Couldn't be happier. Again, we bought him for 36. We sold him for 77, which is just a huge benefit. Arsenal has paid 5%, which is about $2 million, but that's nothing. I'll get $13 million up front, which is 90% of the total installment amounts. May raise up to $77 million if he hits those league appearances, which he should. 24 years old, super good player for them. We're gonna get those guaranteed $14 million every. I could mortgage him. Why would I want to do that? I get $13 million now, but that doesn't change anything. We'll see what it does to our scout or our transfer budget with this. Again, he wanted to leave. Nothing we can do about it. I'm not going to keep a guy here who doesn't want to be here. That would just make chaos. So, unfortunately, he wanted to go. We're going to let him go. As we're nearing into about an hour recording, now that we have our first friendly done, we're going to call that a video here once we get these final signings in. A lot of offers for Nwoku. We'll go out. Jibby. Got 2 here I need to look at. Loan offer. Oh, 90-90. I'd like to put this at 0. Easier ways I could have done that. We'll put these at 100. We'll see what they say. Suggest terms. I'll do that money if you do 100. Or just do 0. Okay. So I was doing for anyways. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Do another offer here. Bump these up to 100s. No buy-in fee. Suggest. 100. Suggest. Accept. So Malik Tillman's still waiting on that work permit. Hopefully gets that pretty soon. Florentine offer for Casgny, which is one of our fullbacks. I mean, he's fine. I'd want about 40 for him. Let's see if I can bump this up to, we'll say, 22. We'll get rid of the installments, and then we'll get 8 million after. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's 30 million. He's under what he's worth, but he's 29. Whatever. I'm getting some money out of him. That now leads us to needing a right back, I believe. Oh, I brought Alex Freeman in, actually, so that would be perfect. So if you're excited to see how we spend this absolute war chest, kind of brought in just 2 more huge sales, rebump that transfer budget, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next episode. And I am hopefully going to keep going to these friendlies and keep buying and spending this American war chest. Class dismissed. See you next time. Bye.